Hello English learners, my name is Alice and welcome to a new video. Autumn is here, so today I bring you some autumn idioms. Let's start. The first idiom we're going to look at today is the autumn of one's life. When we're talking about the autumn of someone's life, we're talking about their last years of the life. We're talking about the period of time which is approaching to the old age. For instance, he spent the autumn of his life traveling and enjoying time with his grandchildren. So here we're talking about the old man, about granddad, who spent the last years of his life traveling and enjoying with his grandkids. The next idiom is the apple never falls far from the tree. We can use this idiom to talk about the families, about relatives and children, and it means that children are more likely to have similar characteristics and behavior to those their parents had. For instance, he's a talented musician, just like his father. The apple never falls far from the tree in that family. So here we're talking about the father who was a talented musician and his son who is also a talented musician. So the apple never falls far from the tree. When we talk about autumn, we associate autumn with fallen leaves. So our next idiom is fallen leaves lie in heaps. Although autumn is a beautiful season, but this idiom has a negative meaning, and it means the accumulation of problems or difficulties. For example, after the company's financial crisis, fallen leaves lie in heaps, and the CEO has a lot to deal with. That means that after the financial difficulties in the company, the management of the company has a lot of problems or difficulties to overcome. The next phrase we're going to look at today is gathering storm. Gathering storm means a tense or threatening situation which is on the brink of breaking out. For example, the argument between the two political parties created a gathering storm in the government. The next idiom we're going to look at today, it's quite funny, but it has a negative connotation. And it's to go nuts like an autumn squirrel. When you go nuts like an autumn squirrel means that you behave erratically, frantically, when your behavior doesn't make any sense, and it normally happens due to stress or excitement. For example, she's going nuts like an autumn squirrel trying to get everything ready for the party. She's so excited that she's running around trying to get everything ready. The next idiom is to bite the autumn bullet. To bite the autumn bullet means to face a difficult conversation or situation or decision you should make, that the one you have tried to postpone, to put off for a while. For example, I had to bite the autumn bullet and finally have that difficult conversation with my boss. So I was trying to postpone this conversation as much as possible, but now I have to face it. The following autumn idiom is the autumnal wind of change. This idiom means a significant shift or transformation, often in social or political sphere. For example, the election brought the autumnal wind of change to the nation's leadership. That means that the last elections had brought a lot of changes in the leadership.